Derek Sunhammer, do my eyes deceive me? The victorious Knight Commander himself has paid a visit to my shop. Such an honor. You are most welcome as well, Iomede's faithful. It is a pleasure to see many brave crusaders within these walls. I'm Derek Sunhammer, the jeweler. This shop is one of many that I own. Ah, Master Derek himself. I heard the only place one is likely to bump into you is a royal reception. Not at all. My wares are expensive, not least because I have to buy the most costly metals and gems, and also pay for a security of shops and workshops throughout Mendev and beyond its borders. My prices limit the circle of my clientele, but that doesn't mean I myself shun all not in possession of a noble title. I must say again, I'm very glad to see you here. Why did you decide to open a shop on the front line of the war? There are two sides to me, if I can put it that way. I am both a merchant and an artist. For the artist in me, the crusade is a limitless source of inspiration. In recent years, I have crafted very few delicate items, plant and flower patterns, you know. My current preference is for heavier, larger jewelry, dark metal, expressive gems, and cool colors. Everything that reminds me of steel armor, the calming weight of a shield in your hand, and the clash of weapons. But the merchant in me sees something else in Dresden, a risky but potentially fruitful new market. If you succeed in your noble cause and defeat, or at least push back the demons, the city will thrive. And whoever is the first to make a splash here will reap the rewards. Those are my motives, inspiration and greed in equal measure. Sela wants to talk to you about something. You have my full attention. It is a simple matter. It's simple, Master. You might remember that a while ago, Sir Elin of the Hearthounds ordered a ring from you, a silver ring with a blue-green gem. I would like to buy something similar, but I only have this much money. If what Sela is offering isn't enough, I will help. Come on, I only invited you along for advice. I can handle the expenses. Oh, and I would advise you not to reject the commander's help out of hand. With his participation, I can offer you something truly special that fits your description perfectly. A ring with a blue-green gem, just as you have described. This is one of my latest creations, and I'm very proud of it. Alas, your own funds, my dear, are only enough for the plainest ring, and the gem in it is not the right color. Add 1,000 gold. We need the very best. I lost 1,000 gold. Okay. He lowers his head respectfully and retrieves a box from his belt, opening it to reveal an exquisite ring. He lets the light play off the facets and then places the box in Sela's hand. This is a special item. I'm glad to see it will go to someone as worthy as yourself. For now, hold the commander's friends to be anything but. For how can the commander's friend be anything but? May it bring good fortune to its owner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I don't usually make sales in my own shop. I have golems for that. Besides, I prefer spending my time at the workbench, not behind the counter. But I was glad to serve you, Commander, and your valiant companion. Well, that's that. Come with me to the barracks to give the ring to Elin, will you? After that, we can go to the tavern and have a few drinks. Alright, let's go. Sela, Knight Commander. Good to see you. Not this again. Well, to avoid a drawn-out conversation, I'll just get to the point. I got you a gift. It's, well, a ring, to replace the one that Coral stole. Oh, Sela, thank you, but you shouldn't have. I've already apologized to you and how I behaved back in camp. And I'll say it again, I don't blame you for anything. We fought shoulder to shoulder here in Dresden. Can't we just let bygones be bygones? Sure we can, but take the present. Your wedding is right around the corner. Did you know that... Oh, don't say that. Do you still distrust me and the power I've been granted, Elin? Yes, Commander, I still have my doubts, but I'm just a warrior. I have faith in the gods' will, but I am used to relying on things I can understand, things I know. An honest sword, a prayer passed down through generations. Don't take it as a sign of disrespect. It would be more disrespectful to lie to your face. Did you hear that we found Janna? So I heard, I'm not surprised. She didn't just let us down, she let herself down too. When is the wedding? Very soon, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It would be a tremendous honor if you could come to my wedding. We're going to hold it not far from the walls of Dresden to the east towards the river. Silo's already been invited, now I'm asking you. You showed so much kindness to me when you helped me look for that ill-fated ring. I simply must repay you somehow. Besides, Kiana would simply love to meet you, and I can't deny her anything. Say you'll go, Kang, we'll have so much fun. Alright, I'll be there. Thank you, Commander, and you, Sela, for the gift. So long, my friend. Ugh, thank you for coming on a walk for me. It's nice to take a breather between some fights sometimes. I hope we have a good time at the wedding. All those battles and divine powers, we need to make sure we don't lose touch with ordinary life. Alright. Bye. Where the hell's the exit? Yeah, I have 571,000 gold. I think I can spare $1,000 bucks. That's it, Commander. I can't do it anymore. I'm not a chief. What happened? I can't handle it. I thought it'd be my people crying to you, but it turns out it's me. I just don't know how to make the right decisions. Let's try to figure out how to deal with your problems. Alright, first of all, Aaron, a girl from the tribe wants to marry an elf. When did they ever have time to get together? It feels like I'm the only one without a love life around here. Anyway, she needs the chief's blessing. They want to be married by the laws of the tribe, but I won't do it. He's an elf. She's a mongrel. Letting them marry means dooming them to eternal misery. It was wrong. But if I don't marry them, I'll be making her miserable now. My second problem. 5 fools are so afraid of demons that they've hidden in the sewage system and refuse to come out. I tried to talk to them. Pointless. And I just can't drag them out. I had a plan to lure them out with food, but I think they've found something down there. The rats here are definitely bigger than what they're used to. And the third problem. What should we do with the children and old people? This is a military campaign. The old people can do some household chores, but kids get under everyone's feet. I have no idea what to do. You see, Chief, I'm probably not the first person to ask you this, but please demote me. First problem. Love is always a good thing, right? But how do I approve of a marriage between an elf and a mongrel? He'll be dead in 20 years or so, and he'll live for 1,000 or more. I can't in good conscience bless them, but I can't stand in the way of their happiness either. Let them get married. They're adults and can choose their own fate. Sounds like a plan. That should at least be considered. Damn it, I was hoping my problems were unsolvable. The second problem. I think maybe I should just throw a barrel of powder into the sewer and light the fuse. It's the only way to get those cowards out of there, but if I do that, then you'll get another fuse, and I don't think I'll like where you're going to stick that one. Let's go with chaotic. I'll let them stay down there. Let them stay down there and keep the fortress free of rats. I don't mind. That easy, huh? But maybe it really could work. Fine, I'll admit it. I just didn't want to think about all of this. My head is spinning. All right, the third problem. For some reason, I never thought the entire tribe would come up to the surface. I only ever pictured the warriors up here. But what do I do with the rest? I guess we could use the hungry infants to deafen the enemy. They scream so loud you could hear them behind the walls. I can't even think of what to do with the others. What is... I can't remember what Neurosian is. What is Neurosian? Neurosian. Oh, that's the capital. I don't want to send them back to their caves. That's just shitty. I don't know that they'll be accepted in Neurosian. Because they're barely accepted here. They're only accepted because I said you're accepted in front of everybody. I guess the best option is let them stay in the fortress for now. I'll still worry about them, but I guess that's what it means to be chief, right? Nothing to it. Yeah, lesson from one commander to another. Don't be afraid of making your own decisions, but know you always can't. You can always talk to me. All right, lesson learned. I'll try to be as good as you. It's not the poor folks' fault they got stuck with the most useless chief in all of Galarian, and maybe the adjacent planes too. A chief who's extraplanetarily bad, I'd say. Shut up, Lan. God damn it. All right.
I require rest.
Wait, what were those two?
Why does your demonic heritage hold so much appeal?
When you get to know people...
I should do my other mythic level ups. Mythic U. Mythic Sneak Attacker. That's cool. Weapon Focus. Gnome Hooked Hammer. Mythic penetration. Giggity. Rapid shot mythic, I guess. Weapon focus mythic. Light crossbow. Let's do that. What is her primary school of magic? She does not have a primary school of magic. Interesting. She has a lot of evocation, though. All spells in this school have their caster level increased by 1. Let's do that. Two-weapon fighting mythic. Yes. Alright.
I lead, you follow.
Let me look at his duplications here. Heroism and incredible might. So wait, so greater heroism and incredible might don't jive together? +2 morale bonus on attacks, rolls, saves, and skill checks. Gain a morale bonus equal to your mythic rank on attack and damage rolls. My mythic rank is 4. Greater heroism. Functions like heroism, with the exception of morale bonus +4 on attack, saves, and skill checks. Immunity to fear and temporary hit points equal to your caster level. So my boots are not actually that good anymore. Greater heroism has kind of been exceeded. Who else has good boots? I'm gonna steal someone's shoes here. +4 to dexterity. Does not provoke opportunity attacks. +5 to mobility checks. While the wearer is on the ground, ghostly roots give you tremor sense. +4 against trip, bull rush, overrun, and grapple. Permanent effect of freedom of movement spell. Ooh, I really want her to have that. Maybe I'll use these boots. Greater heroism. I'll give them to him. Gives him +4. Attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. Immunity to fear and temporary hit. Immunity to fear on him would be nice. So that's real good. Okay, let's do that. So now he's immune to fear. Okay, good. You want your healer to be immune to fear? Yeah. You don't want your healer running away scared. Rear guard staying there. Okay. I need to go back to Ivu's horse. Talk to them. We can also check in on the mural. Still think he's been away too long. I've tried to trace the teleportation twice and, failed. Surely you don't mean that we teleported Kang, the champion of the gods, the Crusaders, Knight Commander, and our friend to a random point in space. We may not even know exactly where. That's exactly what you did, and a great adventure it was too. Kang, you're back. What was it like? Was it beautiful? You made a mistake. Instead of Elysium, the ritual brought me to the witch Arilu's laboratory. Please try not to let that happen. The ritual brought me to Arilu's laboratory where she kept prisoners. I tried to help them. We never even considered that. We never even thought your soul would be called you to a place of corruption instead of beauty. We never thought there could be your mission. Incredible. We've got to try again. No way. I'm not teleporting our friend to an unknown destination ever again. We'll try once more if we improve the ritual to make it more practical or predictable. But to be honest, I'm not sure it can be done. Alright, so that's done. Let's come back up here. Yo, that looks sick. The mosaic created by the maestro looks as delicate, calm, and mysterious as the artist himself. Okay, so that's also done. Visit the court and talk to Aranka. You're my dear friend Ilks, but sometimes I just want to shake you. Yes, Desna is our goddess, but she is the goddess of freedom. We mustn't follow her blindly. There's no arguing to you when you've gotten stubborn like this. Perhaps Kang can make you see sense. We have a disagreement over an important matter. We've learned that you found and restored one of Desna's relics, the Bell of Mercy. I believe it should be moved to our court, but Aranka disagrees. No, I'll explain it better. The bell is a sacred relic with the power to frighten away demons. It's not really needed in Dresden, as the city is protected by the Sword of Valor anyway. But it could prove useful here, and yet the thing is, it's an ancient relic with a history all of its own. We didn't create it. All we can do is use it. To me, that feels too much like singing other people's songs instead of writing our own. The court just appeared before our very eyes. That's what makes it unique. Its music should be unique too. That's why I want us to craft and enchant a musical instrument of our own, instead of using the Bell of Mercy. Will we be able to create something like the Bell of Mercy? Something equally powerful? No. But the instrument we'll craft will be ours alone. Besides, the bell is dedicated to Desna. Even though I worship her with all my heart, I realize she's not a deity that all free crusaders would follow. We are all different, but united. What unites us is something other than a deity's will. That means our symbol should represent her alone. Yeah, it should be played on something that we create ourselves. I knew you'd understand. I'll start working on our own way to make music. And while we're at it, I wanted to work on our little song, the Stalwart Gaze. Do you think the new version should be more cheerful or more tranquil? It possesses a special kind of power when you perform it, so the changes might have consequences. Tranquil. I'll do as you prefer. Drop by when I'm done. It'll take a while.
Move out!
We just have to wait. Go to the wedding. We also need to go talk to the lady in Winter Sun. The crazy... What's her face? Welcome, Sela, you're here. Welcome. I'm a little confused. Where are the musicians? The drunken crowds of guests. The last wedding I went to, we got a priest drunk off his face. Oh, please don't try to do that here. We've already had enough trouble. Kiana worships Desna. Iomade. And in the end, we invited a priest of Abadar to conduct the ceremony so that no one would be offended. Where's the bride? Let me tell you everything. Before the official ceremony, all the guests are enjoying themselves at 2 venues. The one on the right will be organized by my Houndmasters, and the one on the left by Kiana's friends. Each venue has its own theme, but I won't tell you which is which. It will be more fun to see for yourselves. Both venues have food and drinks, and a little contest where you can win prizes. Kiana is greeting the guests at her venue, and I'm leaving for mine now. I have a special role to play there. Enjoy, Commander. There's still time before the beginning of the ceremony.
I lead. You follow.
Can't hide from me.
Slender woman in a flowing dress walks towards you. Welcome, travelers, to the secret, steeped lands of Ustalav. You have come to the kingdom of grim mysteries and exquisite secrets. I, the vampire princess, am delighted to see you in my castle. I'm finally glad to meet you, Commander. Sela, I'm Kiana, soon to be the wife of the unfortunate knight who invited you here. Horrible. Imagine walking through the world moon and then bam, you're in Ustalav. I'm not even sure a paladin is allowed to feast with a vampire princess. It's lucky you're not a follower of Pharasma, valiant Sela. Although I'll admit, I'm not used to feasting with the undead either. Oh, stop it. My friends and I are completely harmless vampires. We won't bite. Truth be told, we chose the theme of Ustalav because it lets us wear beautiful dresses, light candles, and drink red wine all evening, pretending that it's blood. I personally can't think of a better way to celebrate my wedding. Oh, vampire princess, I am honored to be your guest. Welcome. My castle may be humble, but I hope it will entertain you.
I finished here. Is there more?
The skeleton has a slight sheen to it. Judging by the texture, it's made of marzipan. Hilarious.
I found... something?
Onwards!
Knight Commander, how can I help you? What do you think of the celebration? I prefer a church ceremony and a more formal approach to the celebration, but there's a certain charm in how unpretentious everything is here. We priests who choose to make our home in a savage and dangerous land see a lot of things during our lifetime, including exotic weddings. We don't bat an eye at a celebration where the groom is wearing a fey monarch costume and the bride is dressed up as an evil vampire. I don't know what Sela saw, but she saw something.
Move out!
Best man, a Fae steps into your path. Halt, travelers, you are stepping into the wonderful land, the charmed land, the most perfect land ever created by gods, the first world. And I am its guard, the beautiful Fae Gate Mistress. You must enter But answer my question, what is the key that opens every gate? Tentacles. Love? Oh, you're right indeed, travelers. The love of two wonderful creatures. Ellen and Kiana made this place and brought us all here today. Now you may enter and learn the mysteries of the past and fight for the treasures of the Fey ruler. Perception check passed. Fey, what is this tiara you're wearing? It's so beautiful and exquisitely crafted. This is the tiara of the beautiful Fey, to tell you the truth. I borrowed it from my sister as a prop. It was a gift and from some admirer of her. She's gone off with him now and doesn't wear it anymore, but I believe it's the work of Sunhammer himself. It's a good thing it's not a real Fey tiara. Real Fey tiaras can make strange things happen. You put one on and donkey ears might grow out of your head. Is Elin pretending to be the Wild Hunt monarch? He is the monarch, the true ruler of the magic lands of the First World. The bride is particularly keen with the costume. What is the Fey ruler's treasure? It's a priceless artifact which our monarch has owned since the dawn of time. It looks exactly like an ordinary broom, but don't be fooled. We Fey simply failed to find any good props, so the artifact. The monarchs used to own it, but then a treacherous predator, the most fearsome of anyone who lives in the forest of the First World, snuck into our treasury and stole it. The predator lives in a secret lair, which is conveniently located in this area. Everyone who makes it through the enchanted wilds of the First World and reaches the beast lair will get a reward. Old timer Sela hasn't played games like this since her thieving days, but we've got to accept the challenge. We want to take part. Alright, then I'll repeat the rules. You need to search our corner of the First World and find the amazing broom-shaped artifact. But first you'll need to answer a few riddles. And come face to face with a dangerous predator, and then you'll get the reward.
Head on!
Hello, adventurer. You must be looking for the artifact that was stolen from the Wild Hunt monarch. I am the beast who crept in and snatched the artifact. I've taken it to prevent the stolen property from being returned to its rightful owner. Namely, I placed the artifact amongst several fakes. You will never guess which one is real. Are you the Predator, the most formidable beast in the First World? Actually, I'm a lawyer from Nerosian and a friend of Bloom's. But when they're giving out the roles for the celebration, guess who was appointed as the magical beast? They said I was the hairiest fellow in the party. It's alright. I have my own wedding coming up. I'll get scored and then what will happen when I choose one of the fakes? According to the rules, you're supposed to turn to stone if you take the wrong artifact. But to be honest, I'm willing to help you out. I actually forgot which one I marked as the right one. So I can just take it and go? That was supposed to be a battle with the Predator, but I'm too drunk for that yet. So just take any broom and go. Don't forget to give it to Elin. The monarch will give you a reward for returning the artifact. Probably fake Shika.
I lead. You follow.
Mortals, you've returned my artifact and I shall reward you forthwith. We Fey monarchs are noble beings, if not evil and all. Color me surprised, friend. I never thought I'd see our straight-laced Sir Elin come to his wedding dressed up as a Fey princeling. I'm begging you, no jokes about the horns, please. I don't want to be remembered for a cuckold bridegroom. I don't know if you're ever fallen in love, Sela. I don't remember you ever talking about it. But when it happens, you are no longer who you once were. I suppose I didn't like this side of myself either, but Kiana was so desperate to have an unusual wedding, I thought to myself, if unusual is the goal, then I should do something I've never done before. Sometimes it's worth trying something new. Of course, things are worth trying, especially on a day like today. And now, if you please, I'd like to return to my role. Please continue enjoying the festivities. Wait for the ceremony to begin. Are you sure? I'm a boring companion. There's plenty of entertaining activities. I've already seen enough. Your company is most welcome. Giant fucking griffin.
Hello, everyone. Hey, I need some advice. What should I say? Giving speeches really isn't my thing.
Tell jokes or say whatever nonsense comes into your head. Laughter is the best gift you can give.
Oh, talk nonsense? I can do that. I'll do it the best way I know how. In the first hour of our acquaintance, I uttered words that made a great impression on Elan. I think it was because of these words that he realized I was the friend he had been looking for all his life. These were those very important words, and they shed light on what being a warrior of Iomade is all about. So, here goes. A simple warrior approaches a cave where a monster is hiding, and he sees a paladin running out of it. I didn't expect a perfect paladin to be a coward, says the warrior. The paladin turns to him and replies, I am a holy paladin, best of the best, bravest of the brave. I hold divine power in my hands, and with my sword, I wield the power to smite. I am immune to disease and fear, so if you see me running away from something, don't ask any questions. Just start running. That wasn't so hard. It turned out great, didn't it? This is what we're fighting for. Weddings, fun, and laughter.
You're right.
You know, I wanted you to come here with me so I could show you that our efforts aren't in vain. Not long ago, demons ruled over all of this area we're in, and they did all sorts of abominable things here. But now, Dresden stands as an indestructible fortress, and weddings are taking place here. It's all because of you. So, let's watch the ceremony and enjoy ourselves.
Welcome, honored guests, to the wedding of Elin and Kiana. Today, I'm delighted to play the part in the beginning of something so special, the beginning of a new happy family. When something as strong as your love for one another is born from the chaos of life, all of the gods of order triumph. Before we begin the most important part of the ceremony, I ask all guests to put something in this cup that they will serve the newlyweds. I've heard about this custom. It's called the Cup of Wishes. People put some nice things in, symbolizing wishes. For example, a coin of wealth, a toy for the birth of a child, and so on. Put 1,000 gold in the cup. Oh, friends, these gifts are too expensive. Bridesmaid. The keeper of the macabre menagerie smiles at Kiana, showing her fake fangs. Don't even think about refusing. They come with the best of wishes. Look more closely at the cup of gifts. Okay, each piece of jewelry was innocuous enough on its own, but now that they've all been gathered together, your suspicions have been raised. Their magical auras are too strong and varied to belong to mundane trinkets possessing only enough magic to adjust their size. Sela the Jew, there's something wrong with it. I had this feeling that there was something wrong. It's the jewelry, all right. They were made by the Master Sunhammer, weren't they? And he also made the ring that... The gifts have been given. Let us praise the gods in the name of Abadar. I pronounce you husband and wife. You may exchange rings and join your lips in a kiss. You ruined everything, mortal.
Make your peace.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I will bring down the divine wrath!
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Run them through!
Nice.
I will resist.
Commander, I must inform you we've fallen victim to a demonic plot, but I don't understand. How? Priestess, you need to focus. Do you know what happened here or not? Yes, I think so. You all know what possession is, right? When a demon can take over the body of a mortal. Well, there is more cunning version of this process. When the demon possesses the body, the poor victim's soul is transferred to a special vessel. A vessel for souls. The item most commonly used for this is a gemstone. All the jewelry was made by the same person, Derek Sunhammer, right? That I do not know. Well, I do. I can smell it. All this shit came right out of the same sewer. Did you say possession? So Coral was possessed by a demon that day back in the Hearthounds camp? This young boy's body is alive, but the soul is gone. As are all the souls from the other guests, even the poor dog. Their bodies have been possessed by demons for some time already, and their souls have been transferred into the jewelry. The demon behind this plot stole the cup, taking the souls with him. Until the jewelry is found and destroyed, we have no hope of saving these people. The young woman speaks first. We can't just leave it like this. Our friends need our help. I wish I knew if this tragedy could have been prevented. Yeah, don't blame yourself. Demons are famous for their guile for a reason. They use our better sentiments against us. How can I not blame myself when all this crap is happening around us? And even with their new divine power, Sela the Dimwit can't do anything about it. What can we do, Commander? If demons have kidnapped the souls of entrapped jewelry, we must stop them. I know what we have to do. We need to get back to Dresden now. The first ring that possessed Curl and the second ring I was stupid enough to give back to you. They both come from the same place, the shop owned by Derek Sunhammer. We have to get back to Dresden and pay him a visit. Let's hurry. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I bet anything this is the doing of our jeweler. Let's go to his shop quickly. Commander Sela, praise Abadar you're alive. I have received news from other temples of Abadar, most disturbing news. What we saw at Elan's and Kiana's wedding has been happening across Mendev. People who bought Derek Sunhammer's jewelry have been dropping to the ground lifeless with demons emerging from their bodies. The damage done is hard to measure. Demons appeared in hundreds of locations and many of them immediately used the turmoil to commit atrocities, killing, stealing, and wreaking wanton destruction. Some were dealt with quick, the cursed jewelry taken from them, and imprisoned souls freed, but some of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing their souls of their poor victims with them. Derek Sunhammer himself escaped too. The Inquisition of the Church of Iomade is searching for him, but they have no leads yet. The Church of Abadar is doing what it can. We also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. I saw that scumbag right here. I even talked to him. I didn't suspect a thing. I often get a sick feeling from traitors. Some of them are nasty pieces of work, the way they rip people off. I got that same feeling from him, but I didn't even think about looking closer. What will happen to the victims of the attack? Several large churches in Mendev have been taken the victims into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well until the jewelry is found and their souls returned. All these efforts will be for naught. So what did Sunhammer want to achieve by this? It's not clear, but he's the most famous jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many influential personages or their relatives among his clients. Nobility, generals, priests, merchants. They, their children, their loved ones, are now only lifeless bodies, their souls stolen away and hidden to who knows where. The possibilities for blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition and Mendavian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it's still extremely dangerous. So all this jewelry came with a hidden surprise. Not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of what was sold in Sunhammer's shops was perfectly ordinary. The demon jewelry was sold to a select few and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his golems. It is clear that he targeted his victims deliberately. How did no one notice? Magic, Knight Commander. And highly sophisticated magic at that. The jewelry items were protected and no one detected the demons hiding in them. If we assumed that Derek Sunhammer not only made the jewelry but also charmed the items, we must conclude that he is an incredibly powerful and skilled spellcrafter. That's all I can tell you for now. I hope I've been helpful. If it's within your power, help track Sunhammer and the souls. This chaos must be stopped. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got ourselves tangled up in some demonic conspiracy. I'm so glad you came to the wedding with me, and that we managed to find out what was happening, because otherwise Sela the Dimwit would have come alone, given the bride a ring with a surprise demon inside, and would have failed miserably. You were the one to notice something odd was happening, and you saved Kiana. At least I saved her, right? Good to know I'm not entirely useless. I can't leave it like this. If anyone has an obligation to find that low-life Sunhammer and return all those stolen souls, it's me. I'll do everything in my power to help find him. Something tells me that the demon-collaborating scumbag is somewhere here in the world wound. I'll seek help from every quarter. I'll interrogate imprisoned demons and cultists, whatever it takes to get the truth. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to wait until later to continue that one. Okay. A broken golden buckle. Please examine the items I'm carrying. The elf carefully strokes Tarendalev's claw. Only a great power can resist the most terrifying of enemies, oneself. Please allow me to immerse myself in the memory and learn the story of its spiritual resurrection. What a powerful item. This ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era or meet tragic ends. What was the fate of the creator of this object? We can find out together. Give me 4 vials of essence and 2 bars of cold iron. I sense the souls of 2 who were bound to this relic. One is an animal and the other is a man, but neither is the master of the other. They were brothers. A most intriguing tale. Do you want to hear it? Bring me 1 vial and 4 cold iron and 2 demon blood. I sense power. This item has belonged to someone truly powerful. It was created as a gift. It's so hazy. I would like to learn the story, but it would take much to revive the relic. 5 essence, 2 cold iron, 2 demon blood, and 3 skins of magical creatures. Woof. Skins from magical creatures. Present Tarendalev's claw. How many times has the moon died and been reborn since I've been here? I've lost count. My friends brought me here. They said goodbye to me, like always. But it looks as if... But they look at me like it was the last time they'd see me. Cowards, insidious spawn. They were glad I was going to die, but I'll show them. Tarendalev will live. A new Tarendalev whose eyes are finally open. I hear the rustling of winds, and I emerge from the cave where I imprisoned myself. Who is it? A friend? An enemy? Sunbeams reflect off his scales, and he hovers before me, surrounded by a glowing halo. The gold dragon Halasiliax. A part of me wants to fly to him and make a circle of honor around him, as a good student should. But a part of me that turned my scales black is ready to seize his gleaming throat. How dare he fly here, flaunting his purity and innocence? He wants to humiliate me, drag me through the mud. I'll show him. No, what am I thinking? My mentor has come all this way to save me. I know. He would never abandon me. Someone called him to my aid, moving heavily. I take flight to greet him, but my body, controlled by foulness, straightens like an arrow. His vulnerable throat is so close. 1 strike and I will destroy you. What happened next? I don't know, but the place where Tarendalev was believed to have sought refuge for her tarnished soul. I saw Sarkorian ruins, a wide-branching tree next to them. Perhaps there will be something there that will shed light on the fate of the mentor and the students. Something that can tell us how Tarendalev's strength of spirit helped her to ultimately overcome the foulness within her. Can you tell me anything about Tarendalev's future? It's so strange that you should ask. We all know what happened to Tarendalev, but sometimes it seems I can hear her voice in visions. Her voice full of pain and despair, as if she is in the darkness which she cannot escape. I can't solve the mystery of the vision, but it worries me. Thanks. Give him the ring. Do the ring for me. A remarkable object. It was created by a talented spellcaster and is able to summon beings from other planes as if boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That is probably why it's not used at a crucial hour. I had a vision. The elf frowns. How strange. You are a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my visions before. What do you think has caused it? Perhaps these things have something to do with your destiny or the fate, someone related to you. I don't have the answer, only advice. Seek out relics and look for what links them all, and you will know the truth. I need to find the cloak, 5 essence, 2 cold, 2 demon blood, and 3 hides from magical creatures. I've been selling all my hide. So I got a ring? Ring of Summons. The ring grants the wearer the ability to summon either axiomites or soul eaters, randomly selected once per day. If they were summoned by a summoning monster spell. Oh, as if, sorry. All allies, including the wearer within 30 feet, gain +2 to weapon damage rolls, +2 to bonus on saving throws against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. Weird. Okay, no skins there. Elk hide. Buy all of that. What about the broken buckle? The Covenant of the Interior is the name of this relic. The buckle once adorned the belt of a glorious knight of Mendev. It is the embodiment of a promise made to a young girl by a powerful deity, a great promise that has changed much in the world. The Covenant of the Interior. Inheritor, sorry. Symbol of Iomade, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All members within 30 feet get a +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of cold iron. Tell that to her. One essence, 4 cold iron, and 2 demon blood. 2 cold iron and 2 demon blood. Did I use all my cold iron and all my demon blood? Oh no. I have 3 cold iron and 4 demon blood. I guess I don't have the hides of magical creatures. So I need more cold iron, really, is what I'm looking for. We need to do that. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here for tonight, everybody.